Alright, time for a Elise game. Elise has gotten quite a lot better now in the preseason due to actually being able to clear your camps efficiently enough with like jungle pet AoE damage. So that is a very... Jesus Christ. My god. That is a very good thing there. Place that ward down. So that is, yeah, that's quite big. I am very worried though against this Udyr. Now I will say that this is the patch after that got nerfed. It already got patched, like Udyr damage and stuff. So at least there's that, but it's still I think it's still a bit troublesome. At least it's not as ridiculous as it used to be anymore. That's good, but yeah, definitely something to still be worried about a little bit at least. Now for Elise, I am running the electrocute here. You can run Dark Harvest, you can run honestly First Strike as well, press the attack. There are many options for Elise that are good to use to, yeah, whatever. It is definitely many rune options. I prefer the electrocute for the most part because it's just like very easy to use. It's something I would recommend most people to do when like playing Elise, because press the attack has like some caveats behind it, and like First Strike as well. Dark Harvest doesn't really have an early game, especially if I go like Dark Harvest into an Udyr with Hill of Blades here and he goes for that build, right? Even though the build's nerfed, going Dark Harvest, going something weak early game against something that is a very strong early game opponent is generally not the move. So yeah, for the most part, like it is I would recommend you to at least get a better early game instead of a slightly better late game with Dark Harvest, or like electrocute instead of Dark Harvest, if that makes sense. I took the potion here not because you need it for the clear, but because I am very worried about a 1v1 with Udyr, and I'm gonna go for the full clear because the full clear right now in this current state is just really good and is definitely the thing I would recommend the most. You know, very consistent. Trying to look for like any early ganks will generally put you behind now, which is definitely not ideal. So yeah, and at least full clear time is actually like reasonable now, you know, so it's not suffering anymore. Okay, that was a close fight. Unfortunately they lost. Put this in here. Rather tank the blue here for a little bit and then switch a bit of aggro there back and forth so I can use that to get more damage out of my spiderlings. Okay, Vayne is under turret. Actually very surprising, but she is under turret. I'm gonna hit the plant here because the Udyr is probably done about now as well. There we go. He just walks at me. I just kite him. I just press E because I want to stall him now. I have no... Oh. Can we hit this guy, please? That's a bit annoying, isn't it? Right. My Syndra was a bit on the delayed side there, so it was a tiny bit unfortunate, but... actually hit him. My boy has exhaust. Alright then. Fair enough. Use the potion here.
There is nothing to fear.
Ah, but Rakan is here as well. Okay, I'm dead. If I walk up anywhere now. That's kind of annoying, actually. But you have mobility boots? Jesus Christ. Okay.
Every web.
If the Syndra would have cut off the Udyr there, that would have been a free kill. If this guy didn't have exhaust on Varus, that would have also been a free kill. So that kind of sucks, I guess, but it is what it is. I didn't want to let the Udyr hit me the entire time there, like when they were rotating on me, because that would probably end very badly for me, since he still has a lot of damage output, right? Especially Hill of Blades and all that burst. Wasn't going to be good. So, yeah, I mean, is what it is, really. Let's do this, actually. I need to build this here. Can't buy anything. I'll just hold on to the rest of the gold, it's fine. Let me just check something real quick. Okay. If you are the only AP on your team, by the way, which I'm definitely not in this case, you want to go for a Rocket Belt, but I'll be going for a Night Harvester. Pick up the boots here for the extra mobility on the map. And I probably just insta-run bot lane here, because this is going to be an aggression point. And the enemy's wave is like in a pretty good state for me right now. walk in and to the side if I can. I have to walk in like this. Just E her. Stun him like this. Realize that she has... Okay, that's good. Get cleanse. He actually won the early game fight with cleanse. Goddamn. Okay. Yeah, right there. You see the aggression. You see the wave positioning. You can get into this. And with the E, you want to close the distance first. They probably saw me with the way they walked up. But that's fine. Close the distance first, and then I can just clean it up with a repel on top of them and get the stun. Because with the way they've played so far, the likelihood of that flash being up at this current moment is pretty much non-existent. So since the earlier fight was very close, you can assume that flash was used, even though they didn't ping it. Because of the HP on that early bot fight, you know, it makes sense. I feel like I should have had the kill on Udyr though this game as well. Unfortunately, that one is not the case, but that would have been nice. For now, we'll just chill. The good thing... He's going to use that. I'm going to get stunned. I don't think he kills me, but I do have to run. My Syndra is not listening to me whatsoever, eh? Interesting. I feel like I should just do this. There we go. Good kill. If Sion cuts him off here, he's dead. Hit the stun. Huge. Oh, that was actually a clean setup for me there. You either went to walk down to my red perhaps, or maybe even dragon or whatever, but he didn't actually chase into the mid play. I was able to flash repel in range of the Varus and just get him, because I know he doesn't have anything else, right? I know he doesn't have flash or exhaust in that moment. So he's just a free kill. Nice pickup. I don't touch anything of the wave here because this is going to be super advantageous for my Syndra. He's just going to be able to pick that up. And the Sion actually pathed down. The Sion pathed down the first time as well. I got to give him. He has pretty good reaction speed. So that's quite nice. But he pathed down there to cut off the Rakan. And I was just able to land the stun to finish it off. If I was the Udyr here, I'd definitely take the dragon. But he might have also taken my red buff. I don't know. Could be possible. Let me sweep. Did not face check anything. I feel like I should just walk for this guy. If it's possible. Did he really play that safe, or... Also, another thing, 65% of people watching my videos aren't actually subscribed. If you are one of those people, consider subscribing, checking if you're subscribed, and yeah, enjoy the rest of the video. Come on, man. Can we switch, auto attack him? Okay, good. We can dragon here. This is good. Good follow there from the Syndra. This time she followed me. I'm happy. It's all good. She's learning. She's adapting. With killing Udyr there, we have massive dragon pressure, so this is free. I want to make sure I face the dragon this way so my spiderlings don't die to it. And I can actually like deal damage until he AoEs it down, of course. But for the most part, you want to try to like face the dragon away from your spiderlings so they actually hit the dragon for them and like do the damage. Instead of just randomly dying and you losing a lot of damage. That's not good. So, you know. Can't really go mid here. Syndra doesn't have TP yet. 15 seconds. That's kind of rough, actually. Maybe I hold a mid wave in that case. Perhaps I could, but I have a lot of money as well. I could very much be risking a death against Varus if I would go mid here. If he had like ult up or something. I don't even know if he has that, to be honest. There's a chance, but... Just use my stun there in case I didn't have the third spiderling. Perhaps I did. Maybe I just saw it wrong, but it doesn't really matter as long as I don't get invaded. Clear my bot side at least before I press recall, because I don't want the recall with all my camps up. That is very inefficient, since, yeah, you'll be wasting a lot of time that way. Doesn't have my blue buff, that's good to note at least. I really should go for bot here, eh? Walk in spider form for additional mobility, and then we just go forward. Alright, good. It was too free, man. I had to. Like, I can't not go for it there, because They were low. Ashe still had ultimate ready. They had to walk all the way back. It's just not going to happen, right? I don't have enough for Night Harvester, so I'm buying components instead with my Sorks. So Sorks will give me more mobility. At least it's very high base magic damage, so magic penetration early on is especially good as well. So definitely doing that here. I have 5 out of 6 KP, which is huge. Yeah. With the amount of gold I had there, I genuinely would recall if the bot lane play wasn't so unbelievably free. Because of the like situation there. Okay, let me just clear this real quick. I suppose I should go for Vayne here actually, right? Get this down quickly. Maybe Sion can get an ult. Maybe, maybe not. Use this as a scout. That's not happening. That's fine. Rakan is putting in work. God damn. Rakan might be rotating up here, so I'm gonna walk in this bush and wait. What? Tell me you die. I was about to say, what the hell? Oh, I'm gonna have suicide for this. Oh, you flashed on me. Okay, fine. Okay, that's my bad. I mean, I missed my stun, but I also disrespected his exhaust again. My bad. Yeah. The exhaust keeps catching me off guard, basically. The second I committed to that, I knew I was gonna die to the Udyr anyway if I run. Like, it literally wouldn't have mattered, so my best play was to just trade with Varus. But then Udyr used his flash on me and got my shot down, so... pretty good for him, I suppose. Try to be walking your spider form as much as possible for additional movement speed. See if the Vayne... if the Vayne walks up here, I will go for the kill on top. If she doesn't, I'll go for Gromp. Okay, she doesn't. Yeah, that's just a sad situation, really. Okay. I did hit, but... you're dead here, right? Yeah, okay, good. Take this down. I'm gonna do this and then use it top lane, I think, just to get the turret. I don't know if I can make that, actually, now that I think about it. Hopefully I can. Rakan is rotating again. I'm slightly scared. Okay, he's recalling. I'm still very scared now, actually. Keep my eye out on the Rakan. Oh, please don't do this to me. Oh, this is so scary. I really hope he's just recalling. Okay, Udyr is bolt. We're good, we're good, we're good. Whew. Very scary there for a second. Let's get top lane turret down. I'm gonna get this Herald to use it. We can even get a new bounce. I don't really care. I'll go for the next bounce here. Pressure down for Sion a bit. Udyr is bot lane, so we can just hard shove this. With Udyr being bot, there's literally no contest for this, and we should be able to... What is that turret aggro, my guy? Are you serious? Oh my god. Dude, I feel like I got absolutely cheesed on that turret aggro there. I don't know. I mean, at least I got executed. So, there's that, but... somehow that feels awful. I thought I stepped out of turret range like 30 times and it just... whatever. It's my bad, I guess. It just feels like I got massively cheesed on the turret aggro there. I mean, the good thing is here, he still got the turret. I got executed, so my death isn't as bad. But... I don't know, man. That just felt bad, you know? I have enough for my Magi, so I'll pick it up. Definitely lost some stacks, but I'm okay with it. He might opt for Dragon, and he should be walking in spider form here. At least I got the top turrets, you know? That's something. I'll take it. With the Udyr being bolt, that wasn't much of a threat. I probably should have been able to kill the Vayne if that, like, thing went a bit more in my favor, but... kind of is what it is, I guess. I should go for the dragon here. The Udyr recently recalled. I think this is very free. Run it this way. Just DPS it down in spider form. Good. With the Udyr recently recalling, there was a pretty free dragon there. Rakan's rotating up. Sounds most likely going to die here. Let me take red real quick, and then I probably just go bot lane to dive the misfortune, I'm pretty sure. I think I just run bot here. Thing is still here. Oh god, I'll just save my Syndra if this guy goes for anything. Yep, easy. The good thing about Elise against Udyr as well, as long as that he doesn't have that E thing up, like I just get him. Because I CC him. I'm gonna dive this misfortune like I planned. Good. Could use my repel there, but I don't have to. Repel is like very long cooldown, so I don't want to just waste it. Spiderlings have some turret aggro there. That's why I kept walking in Spider as well. Go finish off this turret here, I think. With the Rakan, like, leaving him like that, I just clean that up, you know. Oh, are you serious with this turret aggro again? Dude, I feel like I really should not be getting turret aggro in those situations, but I guess. Didn't hit. Okay. I was hoping he might, like, try something, you know. If Ashe has ult, like, she could just use that. Please? Oh my god. Whatever. It's okay. I want to get my level 11 here if I can. Good. Okay. Ah, that's fine here, I think. Should be a bit careful right now. My top side is up as well, so... Wait for her dash first, and then we finish him, and then we just use repel to get out. I wait for her Q there. I just walk up, pressure with W. The high likelihood there is she's gonna press anything, like dash related. And then after the dash, I want to use it. She could, of course, still flash it, but at least she won't be able to Q dash the thing. I could probably walk into this bush here, see what this Udyr does. And perhaps catch him off guard with a one-shot. Very interesting. Okay, I guess I'll take your camp then. Looks like he just recalled. So in this case, I'm looking at Zhonya's, considering if I need it. Also thinking about Shadow Flame, which could be good. Because their team is not going to be tanky at all, so the magic penetration is going to be, like, flat magic pen is going to be quite a good stat, I think. So Shadow Flame does make sense here as well. I could go Death Cap, because I do have some Magi stacks, so that could scale up pretty well. I think I'm gonna bank on the Magi stacks this game and get 2 large rolls here. Because if you have a Magi that's stacked up, Death Cap is the best item you can get in this slot here. If you don't have a Magi that is stacked up, then, I mean, Shadow Flame is just better. Like going Night Harvester Shadow Flame, for example, is just better. Or anything of that sort, any of that nature. Zhonya's, for example, as well. Really, you're not dead. Auto attack him on range. Got him hit. Very good there. I just had to be, like, a little bit patient. Wait for the one that is gonna annoy me the most, right? Because neither Vayne nor Misfortune can really do anything against me. But if I, like, go on them and then Rakan comes in with, like, a Rakan ult, or knock up or anything of the sort, I can then get CC locked, and then they both Yeti carries can kill me. So if I wait for the Rakan to walk up first... Ooh, very clean Ashe ult. That's a free kill. Nice. As long as Syndra just... Okay, wait. Syndra has no damage? I probably can clean him up, though, here still, right? He's surely recalling in some stupid ult. What's that? Good. Kind of a clutch one, I suppose, but... With the blue smite movement speed there, I was able to catch that pretty quickly. Gonna hit that real quick so the wave actually disappears. Okay, so I have 25 stack Magi, so the death cap definitely is the correct, or was the correct decision to go for here. I'm gonna go recall for this right now. And then it's just, do I need the Zonias? Probably not, so I can probably just go for like Shadow Flame perhaps here. Get the magic penetration. Would not be too bad. I mean, it's between Shadow Flame or Void Staff, right? I think I'm probably going to get the Zonias just because it's a nice extra safety net that is quite good to have, especially against something like Udyr. Because it's just a lot of damage that you can take from that champion very, very quickly, you know? I don't think I want to go on that one. I want to scout for wards here to see if I can maybe catch something off guard. Like this Vayne, for example. Alright. That's kind of annoying. That's just one. We'll scout the bush here real quick with a W. So I don't get destroyed. I'll send a W her way. Here this camp real quick. Does he have a red buff? He doesn't. Perhaps there's a chance. There is. Ah, but he saw me, man. What can I do? I'd be in deep trouble here. If I like wait for the Udyr there, just try to burst this out real quick. I shouldn't do this. The likelihood of me getting killed there is way too high, and I cannot afford to die with my Magi stacks and my shutdown. The reason for that is, like, there are so many people that could potentially be there to kill me. Where I would have literally zero backup, so it would be like a 1v3, 1v4 potential scenario there for me. Might be able to kill, like, one of them pretty quickly, but surviving after that many would be too much, especially with Recon CC. Gonna try to run to bot lane as fast as possible here, I think. Make sure to clip all the bushes here to have the mobility.
An enemy has been slain.
Seems that they're fine. Udyr is here as well, though. Let's just do this. Didn't reach. I had to like slightly delay my stun as well. Try to gamble a bit to where he was gonna do it. Where he was going to walk to, because the Udyr E was still on with the empowered, so my stun wouldn't do anything. Kill the turret. Good kill. I probably should just go Baron. I feel like I could just Baron here. I don't have Smite, but like, Udyr is a bot. I don't even know. Could I solo this? I'm pretty sure I could, like with the old Elise strategy by letting your Spiderlings tank Baron like this. Just slightly stepping back and forth the entire time to try to get the aggro on them. Let me just real quick get my Spiderlings refreshed here as well. Step back and forth. Oh, this is gonna suck. Okay, that was close. I hope the blast plant's here. I am gonna die. Okay, I'm not dead. I don't have burst there, that's good. Let's see if that hits. It hit. Alright, beautiful. That was slightly risky, because my smite was just up before the Udyr actually got in range there. Could have cost me Baron, I'm not going to lie. I actually like, because he used his empowered Q there to try to burst me out, I was able to stun him to finish him off before he could hit. Like, he stunned him and then just one-shot him because he couldn't hit me. I think the Shadow Flame is the move here, honestly, and I will just go for the Zonia's last. Up my burst. I'm not too worried about survivability at the moment. Just up the burst. They don't have any magic resist, so Void Staff would be absolutely pointless. They have a reasonable amount of shielding potential, so the extra, like, from Shadow Flame is there. It's quite nice there as well. Just more burst this way, you know. Now, I Like, I can go Zonias, but I can also go, like, Lich Bane, for example, if I want to have more burst. Which I could consider, depending on whether I feel like I need the survivability or not. I don't think I'm necessarily going to need it, so the Lich Bane actually does make quite a bit of sense to go for here. I'll think about it. Theory, I could also go like Nashers, but they're not very tanky, so I'm not really going to need DPS. I'm going to need burst if I want to kill them, if that makes sense. So that doesn't really make too much sense. So I'd probably go for the Lich Bane. That should be a one-shot for Syndra easily. Yeah. Enemy team is just filled with 80 carries. I don't quite know why the Ashe is like hitting every single camp I'm on, but I'll be able to get this guy. Gonna walk that way. Close one. He flashed. Oh, now he flashed. Okay. You will let him walk past. Let's clip this real quick from extra movement speed. Dodge that one. Good. Like the blue smite movement speed, like advantage I get there is also pretty huge. I have a lot of damage. I don't think he's that much of a chance on that one, eh? Let's go get this Udyr real quick. Say real quick. Can't flash stun him there because he pressed E like very recently, so I can't really do that way. I was able to finish him, that's good. Whew. Okay. That one scared me a little bit. He tried to go for the double turret hit, but it's over. Right, well, that is it for Elise. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to hit the like button below. That was quite a bit. If you'd like to see more videos from in the future, hit the subscribe button as well. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Alright, so for the endgame stats here as well, I ended up doing 30.2k damage, which is very, very respectable. More than like double the rest of the game, basically. Very good there. Called it a pretty solid solo carry. True damage at 1600, which is just blue smite, actually. Could it be just blue smite? Maybe at the end of the game on certain targets with enough magic penetration, it was true damage from that as well, potentially. But yeah. Damage to objectives, very good here at 60.2k. As a jungler, this should always be high. Always try to have this high. Like dragon control, opportunities to take dragons is very important. So if this stat's low when you're playing jungle, you're definitely doing something wrong. Especially if you won the game. Healing done at 8.3k, it's decent. Damage taken at 27.6, which is actually the highest as well. Interesting. Didn't expect to be taking the highest, to be fair. Self-mitigated, 17k. Income gold earned at 15.6k. I was also level 18 as well there at the end. 2 levels higher than the rest. Electrocute for about 2000 damage. Again, this could be anything, but especially if you're facing an early game match, I probably would just go this or press the attack. However, with press the attack, you do have to keep in mind that you have to proc press the attack in such a way that you can actually like get the damage amp to be beneficial. So Electrocute's like the most mindless one, I guess you could call it, to go for, to just, yeah, gain damage there. I want cheap shot here. You can technically go sudden impact as well, but the thing with sudden for me is that it either works on your Q, and that's like a finishing move, or like out of like vision or anything. I guess it just doesn't really line up too well. Cheap shot is very consistent. Because you just stun people, right? Like, it's just extremely consistent. Relentless for mobility, absolute focus for a bit more burst, and then water walking for mobility additionally as well, walking through river. So, yeah, that is about all. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.